we're going to start talking about a little bit of your body, how it works, and how to start to develop your golf swing, plus a few exercises that you start to understand how that fits into the realm of golf. Fitness has become a big part of golf. However, it's starting to get to the point where they didn't even recognize it before, to now it's to the point where you feel like if you're not in good shape and you're not working out, you can't play the game. Not true. For a lot of you, golf, swinging a club, walking, that is your fitness program. Now I'm going to start to give you some things you can do at home, really easy to do, basic fundamentals relative to developing the human body so that you can get into an exercise program. And if you learn how to move correctly and you're stable, you're going to be in a lot better condition to play golf, whatever you want to do. So we're going to try to make this really simple, and hopefully it makes sense to you. So the first thing is to be able to get your body so that the joints and everything lines up correctly, and so that your hips, your lower back, everything kind of stabilizes, relaxes, and gets into what they call neutral. So how are we going to do that? Well, you use the ground. So here's what we're going to do. You get down on the floor, you get a chair, put your feet up in the chair. Now I've got a chair with arms on it here, and it's pretty stable. My feet are against the arms, so they're straight up. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. All right, my feet are straight up. All I'm going to do is lay here, relax, and breathe. Now, when I'm laying here, I've been teaching all day, so I tend to get bent over a little bit. So when I'm laying here, if I just relax, right now I can notice my lower back is actually flat in the ground. But if you see, when you look at my eyes, my head's tipped back a little bit, so my eyes are looking back. That's because I've been rounded all day with my shoulders, which I try not to do. And I'm walking around, which most of you sit in a desk, which you're so rounded, it's incredible. So when I laid first down here, instead of my eyes looking straight up like this, they're tilted back a little. So I'm going to have to relax here. Now, when you breathe from your diaphragm, most of us, again, we sit so you're tilted, so your diaphragm collapses down on your pelvis and it doesn't work. So we become chest breathers. You're designed to breathe from your diaphragm. I mean, I've got a little daughter, granddaughter now, watch her breathe. It's all from the diaphragm. That's how we're designed. But then we lose how to do it because we sit and we collapse that down and we don't use it. So put your hands on your stomach, rest your head, breathe from your diaphragm first, then your chest, then blow it out. Diaphragm, chest. Now, if you feel tension in your neck, if your head's way back, that's because your shoulders are rounded and you're up like this, and so now to touch the ground, your head has to go back. So roll up a towel, put it under your head, because you don't want to have a lot of pressure in your neck. So now, see, now I'm almost looking the other way, but my eyes are up. Now my shoulders are relaxed. My lower back's into the ground. After you're here for a few minutes and everything, your shoulders feel like they're relaxed, you can take the towel and either unroll it and then see if you can relax, if there's no pressure in your neck and no wanting to tilt backwards. Breathe, do a few more, then a little less. Pretty soon you get to the point where my shoulders have relaxed into the ground, both hips are level, my lower back's flat, nice deep breath. Now all of a sudden I take this out, down my head, I'm looking pretty straight up. So now everything's lined up pretty well. If you feel a shoulder off the ground or a hip up, just try to, deep breath, as you let the air out, just try to push it down to where everything just kind of feels like it settles into the ground. Okay, once you're there, now we're going to start working on your golf swing. So you can take a basketball. It's probably one of the easier ones to do it with. I used to spend hours doing this. And you just start, you're throwing the ball up. So what are you learning to do here? Well, what's my hand doing? It's spinning the ball. Okay, my arm is working and my wrist is working independent of my shoulder. So my shoulder's pretty stable. So you're learning here how to move your arm and use your wrist independent of my shoulders moving. Now you can also, you can do it with a baseball too, or just a tennis ball, and just throw it up in the air. I mean, it's the same concept. So now I wouldn't take this and I wouldn't twist and try to twist. I mean, I'd start I'd start throwing it all over the place. So this is a really good way to start to train and get a feel for how this arm works and how your wrist works. And like I say, you can do it with both hands, with ball in both hands, doesn't matter. But the big thing here, we're laying down, we're relaxing our structural muscles, getting our body in neutral so it relaxes. So your paraspinal muscles, your hip flexors, your lower lumbar spine, your neck, your rhomboid, everything finally just goes. It lets gravity kind of settle you into the ground. Breathe in from your diaphragm just to let your body relax in neutral. Now, this is a key deal. Now, this is what they call, it's a very passive but very active stretch, because a lot's going on here. Because gravity is very gradually reestablishing neutral, and you've got things going on you don't even know are happening. It's such a good position to lay in. So I know all of you can do this. If you can get down on the ground, you can lay here. I know you can do this exercise. And now we're going to start doing this to start to feel how this hand works and how your arm works independent of your shoulder. So we're starting to reinforce the fact that your arms can move and your shoulders don't have to. That's a very important skill, is to learn how to do that. And I know it sounds crazy. Everybody goes, well, I understand how to do that until I ask them to do it with a golf swing. They can't do it. So it's reinforcing and redeveloping this with this being stable. I think I'm just going to lay here for a while. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for regular updates and tips. Thanks for watching.